about why should someone build an app? Like, what are some of the reasons that people use that are good or bad? And does it actually make logical sense? And we really focused on, like, what are the best reasons to build an app? And I came to this conclusion that the best reason to build an app is that there is already demand for the app before you start building it. This sounds counterintuitive, and like, why, of course, why would you not launch an app in that scenario? But I find a lot of people that come to me at Shrine Development have an idea, and they think the idea alone is a good enough reason to launch an app. And it's simply not true. So I wanted to offer you 3 tips on good reasons or good ways to find out if your app is worth building. And I'll start with the simplest one, which is that if you want to find out if there's customer demand, then just ask people, run surveys, get outside the building. If you really think that there's this problem to be solved in the medical field, go talk to doctors, go talk to nurses, whoever your audience is, go talk to them and ask them. Ask them two questions. One, how are you currently solving some of your biggest problems? And then a follow-up question, hey, I have this idea, this app I'm going to build. Would you be interested if I bought it? Or if I built it, would you buy it? Or would you subscribe? Or would you be interested? And then make sure that you actually make sure it's real commitment. Don't fall into the nice trap where they say, oh yeah, it's nice, come back when you have something. Make sure that you can get to the stage where you can actually ask them for a real commitment. Like if they say, yeah, I love the app, then say, great, then would you pay $9 a month for it? And then check their feedback. But surveys are the straightest forward way to get feedback, and something I absolutely recommend. The next part is you might want to look, instead of asking individual customers, you might want to look for market trends. So there are 3 types of market trends that are important to pay attention to. There are economic changes. So for instance, how's the economy doing overall? There are social trends. So how is user behavior changing? And then lastly, there are technology trends. Technology is changing faster at a faster rate all the time. And so are there certain ideas that work now that maybe didn't work in the past because the technology changed? And so what you can try to do is get ahead of those trends, build something, and then ideally the market catches up. It's a little bit riskier because you're making some predictions. But again, you usually want to pair that with the first one. And if you're going to make a prediction, try to check it with user behavior the best you can. And lastly, you can look for specific market events. So this will be dramatic changes that you see happening, and you see a major blind spot in the market because of a happening. So for instance, say the FDA approves a drug, and you think that downstream that this is going to really impact the need for a certain app. Then you can go ahead and try to build it. But again, always be trying to check the user feedback on your idea as soon as possible to sort of de-risk the actual launching of the app. And so if you'd like to find out more about how we launch apps at Shrine, we actually have a discovery phase that we run people through. We don't write a line of code until we really get clear on what exactly we're building, and then we will help you go out and run some of those user surveys and get that feedback by giving you something tangible and that's real.